Hello gentlemen, welcome back. It's a brand new game. All the mojo of the last game hopefully has been washed away. I used holy water and Windex. We got our asses kicked. It hurt. So we're starting a new one. Sean and I are the Axis, and the Chromac brothers are the allies. Anyway, it's 4:53. The code is chopsticks. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, here is a zoomed in look of the photo I just sent you, which I'll dismantle on film so that we know we are getting underway just now. Japan's buying 3 transports for 21 and they're saving 5. So let's mount that there. That should capture all our rolls. Put this away. Pretty standard issue. We're just we're going into Yunnan with 2 strats from Japan, a fighter attack from Kangsu, 1 artillery, and 3 infantry from Kwangsi. Everything's landing in Kwangsi. We're also hitting Yunnan with 3 infantry, 1 artillery from Kangsi, as well as 1 fighter from Formosa, which will be going 1, 2, 3, landing in Kwangsi, and 2 TACs and 1 fighter from Manchuria, landing in the same place, Kwangsi. We're stepping into Johar, uncontested, with 2 infantry and 1 artillery from Johal. From Shangtung, we're bringing the full complement with us, which is 3 infantry and 1 artillery. Kangsu, we're doing something kind of different. We're just bringing 1 infantry from Kangsu into Anhui as well. In non-combat, we're going to move 2 infantry and 1 artillery into Kangsi from Kangsu. All the names rhyme. It's just crazy. We're going to move 1 infantry into Johal as well as 1 mech from Manchuria, leaving just 4 infantry from Manchuria. Your instructions, Ray, said that you were withdrawing from the coastline, which means Siberia is out of the question. You're either in Sakha or Buryatia. Typically, you go to your cut with 6 infantry, leave 12 in Buryatia with 2 AA guns, so that's what I'm assuming you're doing. So those are the only attacks. Yunnan, Hunan, Anhui uncontested, and Chahar uncontested. So we'll start with Hunan with an H. We have 3 infantry and 1 artillery, so that's 2 at 1s, and then 2 at 2s. Rolling lots of 6s. Should have bought some tech dice. We now have 2 fighters at 3 or less. There's 2 hits. And that's all we needed, but we'll roll a 2 TACs at 4 or less. There's 2 more, so there's 4 hits. You have 2 infantry. You rolled a 1 and a 6. So you are gone, and I lost 1 infantry, and that's 1 of 3 gone. So we're in Hunan with 2 infantry and 1 artillery. Now we're going to pick up in Yunnan. We have 3 infantry, 1 artillery, so that's again the same thing. 2 at 1s, and then 2 at 2s. No hits with ground forces. We have a fighter at 3, that hit. A TAC at 4 or less, that hit. That's 2 hits. We have 2 strats at 4s, there's 4 hits. That's all we needed. And you have to defend now. 4 at 2s. There's 3 of them. 6, a 6, and a 3. No hits, and then a 5. Wow, that's uncharacteristic of me. I usually get killed in Yunnan. Anyway, no casualties. That's great news. So we're going to land, like I say, everything in Kwangsi. We have an artillery and 3 infantry in Yunnan. We have 2 strats, 1 TAC, 1 fighter from that battle, an additional 2 fighters, and 2 TACs from the Hunan battle. And that's going to give us 1, 2, 3 TACs, 3 fighters, 2 strats. Now we're going to move down to 36 with a cruiser from 20. I can take the camera in my hand and do it this way. Alright, so we're going to move a cruiser from 20. We're going to move a sub from 19, a destroyer from 19, and a battleship from 19. The transport in 20 moves up to 19. 1, 2. It's taking 1 infantry and 1 artillery and dropping it in Kang Si, along with the forces that moved in there from Kang Su. We have a transport in 19, which is just going 1, 2 to Kwang Si. Japan is such a pain in the ass. It's a logistical nightmare. Alright, let's move this out of the way. So we have 1 transport coming here from 19 and 1 coming from C-Zone 6. The one from 6 is taking a tank and an infantry from Japan. The one from C-Zone 19 is taking 1 infantry from Okinawa and 1 AA gun from Manchuria and bringing that to Kwang Si as well. There is a transport now in 20. That's undefended. That's fine. We're going to move a cruiser, a battleship, and a carrier to 33. The one that's currently in 33 is moving up to 25 with the fighter and the TAC. We're moving a destroyer to Wake Island, a destroyer to 25. Both of them came from C-Zone 6. There's a carrier in 6 that's going to come down here as well to C-Zone 36 with the fighter and TAC that were on it. There's a sub that was in 6. That sub is actually going to go... That sub's going to go down to the Caroline Islands as well. There's a destroyer that started in C-Zone 33. That's moving to 30. And then we have... we've moved into Chahar with 2 infantry and 1 artillery. We've moved into Anhui with a total of 4 infantry and 1 artillery. Now, Okinawa... We're going to move 1 fighter into Kang Si. Now we're going to move 1 fighter into Jahal. Yeah, 1 fighter into Jahal. I'm thinking of taking Amur. And I know it's a bad idea. Now we're going to move 4 infantry into Manchuria from Korea. There's still a fighter there. That fighter's going to move to Jahal. There's a TAC that's in Japan. That's going to move to Manchuria. No, that's going to move to Jahal. There's a fighter in Korea. That is going to go to Japan. There's a TAC in Japan. That's going to move to Caroline Islands. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's silly. We're not doing that. We'll leave it here. That TAC is actually going to go to... It's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Kang Si. And that's it for Japan. We're leaving the men in Siam. Alright, let's do a troop count. We're at 843. So we have... let's place. We're going to put 3 transports in C-Zone 6. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 transports in C-Zone 6. There are 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 AA, 3 fighters in Japan. There's 8 infantry in Manchuria, 1 infantry, 1 mech, 2 fighters, 1 TAC in Jahal. Chahar has 1 artillery and 2 infantry. Anhui, 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Yunnan, 2 infantry, 1 artillery. That's Hunan. Yunnan with a Y has 3 infantry, 1 artillery. Kwang Si has 1 AA gun, 2 infantry, 1 tank, 3 fighters, 3 TAC, 2 strats. Kang Si, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 TAC. There's a transport in 20, 2 transports, 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 1 sub, 1 carrier, 1 fighter, 1 TAC in C-Zone 36, Palau has an infantry. Caroline Islands has 2 infantry, 1 AA. C-Zone 33 has a sub, a cruiser, a battleship, a carrier, 1 tactical bomber, and 1 fighter. There's a destroyer in Wake Island, 31. A destroyer in 25, as well as a carrier, attack, and a fighter, and 1 infantry in Iwo Jima. That's it for Japan. It's 10 minutes 32 seconds.